Well, hello friends. Today we're going to work on the PaintBrush application again, and I would like to make a color picker tool. And basically, the idea is that when I fill this thing here, I want to be able to use a color picker, and then I would click somewhere and it would put red down here. Or if I click with the right mouse button, it would change the current secondary color or the background color, whatever you call that. The right mouse button color. So I think we can just start with making an icon for it, because this is part of my process that I never actually did in a video before. So I'm just gonna make an icon with GIMP. I think these icons are usually 26 by 26. And this is definitely not my primary skill, making icons. But it's part of making Serenity. The way that I do it is that I try to make everything myself, or if somebody's contributing something, I try to encourage them to make everything themselves instead of contributing something ready-made. That's why, for instance, I feel like ports are a little bit of a double-edged sword, because it's nice to have more software available on the system, but at the same time, it is a bit it's a bit boring to make the system be like any other Unix, basically. So let's see. So let's start with that, and we'll make. I like making layers. So we'll just start with something like this. And let's actually put a background that's closer to what we want to be using. Oh wait, why is it like that? So let's see. And then on this guy, we're going to give him a little bit of I don't really know how he should look like. No, this is looking really kind of weird. Let's turn off the Lego boundary thingy. This definitely looks weird. What about that? Still weird. Well, we'll start with this and we'll work from here. So let's see. Switch this layer. And well, no, I think that was okay. Now we're gonna want a blob of color that you are picking up. And I had a color I was using already in these in the other icons. So let me just go and grab that. Let's do like a blotch of this color here. Right, and wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh man, how do I get this thing to look the way that I want? I guess I just have to make it symmetrical. Maybe that's all there is to it. No, no. Maybe these are just too much. It's so tricky. Okay, and then let's do like a little bit of a glass effect here. So we'll do something like maybe like that, and let's say opacity. We can make a new layer for this actually. And we'll do 100, and we'll just fill these in like this. Take the opacity of the layer and tweak it a little bit like that. It's kind of good, but I hate the way this top looks. Why doesn't it do the... Why doesn't it magically know what I want? Is it just that I don't want these flaps? I wonder, like, maybe everyone can already tell what the hell this is supposed to be. Maybe I'm just wasting my time with this. Maybe this is just good enough. Maybe even this is good enough, actually. Maybe it just needs to be wider than what's below. Wait, hold on. How the heck is that formed like that? Okay, let's do it like this. This is good enough. Let's grab one more color from here. And maybe we'll do a little bit on the edge here like that. Just to give it that slightly... Oh shit, that ended up on the wrong layer. Should go here, and we merge. Where are you, merge down? Oh, I can't merge down. How the hell did I do that? Well, I just want to merge it down. I'm not super proficient with GIMP. Still working on that. Maybe we'll put a little bit of U under there too. And I think we forgot to do a final layer on this guy here, so let's do that too. Just like that. But this one should be slightly darker, so we'll take that color. Cool enough for me. Okay, so let's turn off the background. And export this to icons, PaintBrush, and we'll call it the picker. And then I just like to turn all these off. I know I don't have to, but the important thing here is to set the 8 bits per channel RGBA, because that's the only PNG color format that Serenity can currently load. So I should probably implement more of the PNG formats at some point, but right now that's all we gotta use. So now this should be here, right? So let's go and make a tool for that. So first we go in the toolbox widget, which is where we keep the other tools. And we'll add a tool called a color picker, and the image is called picker, and maybe a picker tool. Okay, and applications, PaintBrush picker tool, and fresh, and let's also edit the makefile picker tool. Okay. Picker tool. Okay, so how do we implement this? Let's start with the pen tool. We can build on that. So it's going to be a picker tool. And all that we really need here is on mouse down, so we don't need these other ones. This is really the whole class, I guess. So let's see, picker tool.cpp. This one is empty. This one is empty. Now this is where we're gonna do something. Okay, so on mouse down. How does this work again? So now when we click on the image, then the tool can get to his widget through mWidget, right? So let's see. Assert. I mean, let's just assert that we have a widget, but I think this shouldn't be possible without mTool and then mTool. Well, okay, so we can probably trust it to have a widget actually, but we can assert it. It's not super important. What's important is getting the bitmap. Color is bitmap, and then we're gonna need shared graphics bitmap. Now we can tell it, hey, get the pixel at event position X, or maybe we can even just pass event position actually. Cool. And then we'll say mWidget set I guess if event button is Gmouse button left, set the primary color to the color. Gmouse button right. And we'll set the secondary color to the color. And if mWidget map rect contains event position return. I just wonder if that can even happen on mouse down. Yeah, I guess so. We can click outside of the bitmap, so we need to check that here. Okay, let's build everything. Maybe this will just work. Wouldn't that be nice? Color 4, right. Oh man, the build time. The frickin' build time. This PaintBrush application is going pretty okay so far. I can tell in my spine that the design is definitely like quite far off from where it should be eventually, especially with like a widget being like the paint document object, but I think that's okay for now, and we can continue to make progress, and then we can switch around the object model later on. Okay, so now we have our little color picker here. So let's try it out. Let's spray some dark red here, and spray some cyan here, and then we will color pick, click. That does not work. It doesn't work at all. Dang it. Alright. So what are we doing wrong? Toolbox widget. Wait, are we just forgetting set primary color? Oh shit. Yeah, we gotta update the... We have to update the palette widget as well. So let's see, this should be like, probably, we should move these out of line, so let's do that. Just say like that, and paintable widget, turn. And paint simple widget. Then we can also say palette. How do we get to the palette widget from here? We can't. Where's the paintbrush main? Okay, so we'll just have a callback thingy. So we'll say on color change, on primary color change. That's pretty cool. Secondary color change. Okay. And now let's add those. Those will just be like this. Okay. Because now the palette widget in the setup code here, we can do something like paintable widget on primary color change, and we're going to need this set primary color. Okay, let's just try it real quick here. So, just make a little bit of stuff here to play around with. Okay, click, 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 click. Okay, well that works exactly the way I want it to. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's look at what we have done. So let's add the icon and applications paintbrush, and these are the things that we wanted. Okay, so just adding the picker tool to the make file, and then here we move set primary color and set secondary color out of line, and then when they actually do change, we invoke a callback, which we can then hook in the palette widget to get notified when someone else changes the color. So that's okay. And then here's the picker tool, which is a very simple tool subclass that only cares about on mouse down, and he just grabs the color at the current pixel from the bitmap that we are editing and sets that to be the primary or secondary color. Here's the declaration of that class. And here we add it to the toolbox widget with our fancy new icon. Cool. Add a color picker tool. Nice. Push that and see it one more time. This spray effect is so freaking cool. Thanks to everyone who worked on that. Oh damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh shit. Okay, well this is just really neat. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. So if you made it this far, then I thank you for watching and for hanging out. And I will see you next time.